Golden Trophy season. The nominees for the 2025 Oscars have been announced today. Here are my predictions on who will take home the Academy Award. Starting with Best Supporting Actor, I have Yura Borsov from Anora. The Oscar for Best Costume Design, in my opinion, I think is going to go to Nosferatu. I also think the Oscar for makeup and hairstyling could go to Nosferatu. However, I would not be surprised if Wicked took it home. The Oscar nominee for Best Original Score, it has to be The Wild Robot. It has to. The score carries that movie in such a powerful and meaningful way. And the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay, this one's going to be tricky. I think it's actually going to go to Sing Sing, even though Sing Sing did not receive a Best Picture nomination. This would be incredibly unprecedented, but I'm rolling the dice with this one. The Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, I believe, will actually go to The Substance. Now, the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, this is a really good category this year. I think you have to give it to Ariana Grande. I really, really believe she deserves it. The Oscar for Best Original Song, I think it's going to go to Emilia Pérez. I just don't know which of the two it's going to go to, but Emilia Pérez! For International Feature Film, I think you got to go with Emilia Pérez or I'm Still Here. I think I'm Still Here is the dark horse for this category. The Oscar for Best Animated Feature Film is a tough one. I think a lot of people will want it to be Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 broke records. I think there's an argument for Flow. I think Memoir of Snail could be the likely pick, but I'm going with The Wild Robot. I honestly would have put Wild Robot in the Best Featured Film category this year. But I also recognize that The Wild Robot was incredibly impactful for me, and while it is an incredible movie, I definitely am pretty biased for it. Oscar for Production Design, I think clearly has to go to Wicked. Just the scale of the sets that they built for that movie, the way they brought that iconic story, that iconic musical to life, I think is so commendable and something I hope more films like Wicked do in the future going forward instead of relying on green screen and CGI. So much of that movie was real, and I think that truly needs to be honored. For film editing, you got to give the Academy Award to The Brutalist. I mean, 4-hour film, you give them the Oscar. You just give it to them. Academy Award for Sound, I think, is a pretty clear choice. I think you got to give it to Dune Part 2. For Best Visual Effects, I actually will give it to Alien Romulus. I thought Alien Romulus was incredible, and just the last 30 minutes, what they did visually was so striking. It really took the movie to a whole different level. Cinematography, it's got to be Dune Part 2. Just no question. It's got to be Dune Part 2. Academy Award for Best Actor is a tough one. I actually think it should go to Colman Domingo. For Actress in a Leading Role, I'm going with my girl Cynthia Erivo. Elphaba, Wicked. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It is fantastic. The Academy Award for Directing, this one's tough. It really is tough. I think I'm going to give it to... I'm leaning towards Sean Baker and Anora, which is kind of surprising me. I don't know why that's the gut feeling I have. Maybe I just have gas. For Best Picture, I don't think it's going to win, but I personally believe Wicked should win. I really do. It's just a perfect film, in my opinion. I've watched it 7 times, and I'm still not tired of it. But I think it's going to go to Anora or Emilia Pérez, which would be a shame. Not like a shame. I don't think Emilia Pérez deserves it totally, honestly, just transparent-wise. I think it's going to go to Anora. I want it to go to Wicked. And that's my predictions for the 2025 Academy Awards. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Share your predictions, please, and be sure to hit that sub button and be back here tomorrow for day 38 on my 100-day YouTube challenge.